update you on the weather side of things, and for that we send it over to Stacey Ann in the Weather Center.
Oh yeah, I can't imagine schools being open tomorrow morning, JT, because we are looking at the storm as it continues to ramp up just off to our north and west, and as we've been talking about, the start time after about 6 p.m. really started to get going once we get into the 8 o'clock hour, starting off light and of course then getting heavy. Now, a couple things we want to point out: we do have that coastal flood warning for the Bronx. You can see it highlighted in green here. So across the North Shore of Long Island, including the borough of the Bronx, we have that coastal flood warning until 2 a.m. Now, we also have a blizzard warning for parts of the South Shore of Long Island, Nassau, Suffolk County, on over into the Twin Forks. Now, if you're out in Brooklyn, coastal flood warning not in effect, but we are under that winter storm warning for both boroughs, Bronx as well as Brooklyn, and that's all highlighted in pink, as you can see there, and the coastal flooding highlighted in green. So here's a look at our headlines. Now, we have that snow beginning after 6 p.m., getting heavy overnight, and then as we go through the overnight hours, those winds will start to whip around 15 to 25 miles per hour on average, an average gust of about 35 miles per hour. Also keep in mind that gusts could reach into the 40s as well, and we'll show you that map in just a second. Feel like temperatures, those are the wind chills below zero. 10 below zero is quite a possibility, on average around 2 to 5 degrees below zero. In terms of our snowfall totals, now the mayor was talking about the drifting, the blowing snow. That may make it a little bit hard to analyze how much snowfall we'll get across the area, but there is a really good chance that we may get beyond that 8-inch mark. But just note to self that driving will be treacherous. As a matter of fact, you definitely want to stay off the roads. I can't imagine anyone wanting to be out during the overnight hours especially. Now take a look at our futurecast. We had that gap, those areas of low pressure that we were talking about, one off to our northwest, the other riding up the eastern seaboard from the mid-Atlantic. Now these two systems are going to merge. Now take a look at what it looks like around 7:30. Look at that. This is all indicative of that heavier amount of snow coming down. Whenever you see these darker shaded bluish purple areas, that's what that represents. Now to our south, highlighted in pink, that's that mixed precipitation. Of course, sleet, and that's for folks out in southern and central New Jersey mainly, and the southern tip of New Jersey seeing mostly rain. So we are not really going to get any rain action. It's going to be all the white fluffy stuff. Now take a look at what it looks like once we get into the early morning hours. We start to clear out. May take a while for the storm system to pull away, but by lunchtime you'll notice that we'll start to really see things clear out. The snow should stop falling between around 9-10 o'clock in the morning. Of course, should things change, we'll be here to let you know all the latest. Now, a big concern, the mayor was talking about this as well, the wind chill. Now, that wind chill factor does play an important role because all the treatments on the roads really will possibly be null, in fact, because it gets so cold. A lot of that salt and sand really won't do anything. So we'll still be slipping around and sliding in terms of our traveling conditions. Now, highlighted in pink, that's indicative of the below zero temperatures that you see there, single digits, in fact. And then further south in the blues, we're looking at feel like temperatures in the teens mainly. We're not going to get much relief in terms of our wind chills. It'll feel like around 0 degrees by 4 p.m. on Friday. And as we go through Saturday, still cold. Now let me tell you, there could even be some record temperatures, both record high minimums and temperature lows as we go through Friday. The last time we seen temperatures this low was in January of 09, so it's been quite a while. Here a look at our wind gusts. We're in the 40s and even the 30s on average, and then we'll start to see things wind down. Those winds will start to relax as we go through Friday into Saturday. I'll look now at the next 3 days. As I mentioned, temperatures in the teens, feeling like the single digits and below zero at times. We slowly start to rebound. Temperatures still quite frigid on Saturday, topping out into the 20s, feeling more like the teens, and look at that, 8 degrees is what we're going to start off on Saturday, and then we'll finally get back into the 40s during the daytime come Sunday. But you got to keep it locked right here for all the latest details. Also check us out online, news12.com. I'm also giving updates there, and also Facebook and Twitter. Well, and if you have any snow pics, be sure to hit us up. You can hashtag it, hashtag BXSnow, hashtag BKSnow. And for now, we'll send things back over to you, JT.